What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. So today we have actually something pretty special that I think is pretty special, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this because this is actually very special to me, and I really want to share with you guys. Like, I'm super pumped to actually share it with you guys. So let me kind of backtrack a little bit. So back in, of course, we've talked before, and you guys know that I was in a band called Opposing Force back when I was 14, and we recently did two new songs. We did, new cover songs. We did Paranoid by Black Sabbath and John Lennon's Imagine, our own version. And we put them up on here. They've been on most of my social media and stuff. It was 40 years that I hadn't, or sorry, 30 years that I hadn't really played an instrument, especially with these guys that I knew that I was in this band with when I was younger. And that whole thing is up. So if you guys want to know more about the band thing, like, you know, the other two songs are up and I go in depth on how that happened. Now, in 2010, I had the opportunity for my friend Richard Siegelman, who actually got me a commercial. It was a CarMax commercial. It's called Wheels. And if you Google CarMax Wheels BioS3 Training, or you look at it up on the search engine, BioS3 Training Wheels or CarMax Wheels, you'll see the actual commercial that I'm in. And it was my debut in acting in a nationwide commercial, which I actually, when I went to Minnesota with my girlfriend Carrie at the time, that year, we actually saw it on TV. When I went to California, it was there. So it was, we saw the thing playing, and I thought it was really cool. I want to get into acting. That would be really awesome. I had a great time. It was a lot of fun. And I kind of made it a goal, but it was still kind of on the back burner at the time because I was competing and stuff. And then I got involved in my businesses, and, you know, it was like just another thing I didn't have time for, which, you know, it was it's something that I wanted to do, but I guess it wasn't really that important for me because I didn't make time for it. Well, when the lockdown happened, I said, you know, I'd really like to make a goal of 2020 to actually do more acting. And then the lockdown happened, and it just seemed like nothing was going to happen this year. And then, you know, we started making music again. You know, myself and Brian, Chris, Dave, and Matt, we started making music again with, you know, with it between just some cover songs, right? And we hadn't written a song. We truly hadn't written a song in 30 years, right? But we had actually been in the studio when I was 13 years old, and we were actually in the studio recording an album. We got about halfway through it when when the band broke up and stuff, and when I was 14. And some of those tapes are still around. I think Chris, the drummer Chris, still has some of them. And I'm hoping that he can put them on digital so that I can actually put those up too, because I think you guys would get a kick out of those. I mean, the songs were, I mean, for the time, like what we were writing, the style of music, I think they were awesome. And, you know, together we have a certain kind of chemistry, I guess you could say. That's just what it is. Like, everybody's been in different bands, but when we come together, we have a specific sound, and that sound really is our own original sound. So we hadn't written any songs, and what I'm getting at right now is something pretty cool. So my friend Rich, who got me that CarMax commercial, who is an actor himself, he was in Creed 2, he's been in a bunch of different movies, owns a company now, production company, and he makes movies. So they had done a movie that's in editing right now. It's called Evil at the Door, I believe the name of it is. It's on IMDb right now, and it's being edited. It'll be released, I think, after the first of the year. And he was just saying how, you know, like when you go to put songs in these movies, you know, as a small movie company, you have to pay all these royalties and stuff for these songs. He's like, it's so hard to find cool songs, especially, you know, I'm doing my first horror movie or a suspense thriller or whatever, however you want to call it. He's like, it's hard to find like music to match it and stuff like that. And I was like, hold that thought, right? I was like, what if the guys and I, you know, Opposing Force, what if we could write a song for the movie? Would you use it? Would you be interested? He was like, I don't know. So I sent him Paranoid and I sent him Imagine. I said, what do you think of these? And he was like, this is you? He was actually shocked because he didn't even not only know that I played in a band when I was young, he didn't know I could still play, that I'd been in touch with these guys and actually put these things out. He didn't see it on social media when I put it up. So he was like, dude, that's actually pretty good. So we started talking, and he was like, if you guys can do something, he goes, do it and get it to me. He goes, if we could use it, that'd be great. He goes, let's see what we can do. And I said, well, now I got to go ask the guys. So I went back to the guys and I, you know, talked to them about it. And I was like, look, we haven't written any music together in 30 years. Do you think we could pull this off? This is an opportunity to have our song in a movie that will be rolling during the credits. So when that movie, as soon as that last scene is done and it flips to the credits, like, our song will play. And they were like, well, that's actually pretty cool. Like, you know, just to have a song in a movie, an original song, I don't think we've ever had that many people exposed to our music like that before at one time. And just having a movie is actually pretty cool. So yeah, let's do it. So we went into the writing process. Now, the way that our process usually works, it would be Dave did the lyrics, Brian did the guitar, Chris did the drums, and I did the bass. And now we have Matt, who does piano and keyboards as needed in the different songs. And we had never really, you know, done anything in 30 years. So everybody started brainstorming. You know, Brian came up with them. Actually, this time Brian came up with lyrics and a guitar riff. and he sent us the lyrics and the guitar riff because we all live in different places and it's still, you know, restrictions and shit. So I live in Virginia, they live in Rhode Island. And next thing you know, we had a riff. Then we had a riff and a bridge. We had a riff and a bridge and a chorus. And we had lyrics that fit. And it was all about, okay, well, now what are we going to do? We need to lay down the drum track and stuff. And next thing you know, it was Brian, Dave, and Chris from separate places, laid down the different tracks, sent it to me. Chris created the drum track. Dave put his spin on the vocals, of course. Brian did the guitar part, and then I wrote the bass line. And we put it all together. And then Matt came in, and he did his thing with different effects and stuff that we have off the synthesizer, where you can hear things in the background, like creeping up, like Dave's voice, like, rah, like you can hear things in the song that Matt put the finishing touches on. Then everything got edited, and we came up with this song that you guys are going to hear now called Blood in Your Eyes. Now, the people that we've let hear it, they definitely say this has a distinctive sound to it. And again, they're like, you know, when my wife first had it, it's actually funny. Erin was like, who is that? And I was like, that's us. She goes, seriously? She's like, I thought it was like maybe in heavy rotation. It was like a band that you listen to. Like, it sounds like if you had like a Metallica song and a Slayer song and a Paranoid, Black Sabbath song or whatever, and then that was sandwiched in between. She goes, I would never say that was my husband playing in that band. I would think it was another one of these big time bands. I was like, really? And the more I was listening to it, because we pick it apart ourselves, and we're our own worst critics. And we really did work hard at this, and it came out, I think, phenomenal. When I heard the finished product, even when I heard the riff, I was like, wow, this is awesome. The finished product just blew me away, and I was like, that's us. And as of right now, it's been given to the movie company, and as it's done being edited, it will be added. And we were actually told they liked the song so much that the actual trailer for the movie is going to have our song Blood in Your Eyes in it. So without further ado, I want to share this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. This took us a couple of months of writing and putting together. And again, we did this in all separate places. It wasn't like we were all together where the normal creative process takes place. It was very different. It was difficult, but we did it, and it's here. And I'm so proud of it. The guys are so proud of it. And I'm so pumped to let you guys hear this right now. This is a part of my life that has been missing that I didn't realize that really is part of me that I lost over time. And being back with the guys, making music again, we've changed the name of, I don't want to call it a band because you actually haven't played together in person even to practice or anything yet. We've done everything remotely, which has worked out amazing. Like, we're better when we're together, but we're here. So we've actually changed the name to Project Broken. And this is the first track we've ever written with Project Broken together. It is a soundtrack. It is our new original. Where this goes from here, none of us really know. All of us just are at the point now, and I've discussed this with Brian, and I haven't really discussed with the other guys yet, but we really just want to create. Like, we're at the point now where we're older. We all have been influenced by different types of music, different genres and stuff. We've talked about doing things like maybe taking like a Dr. Dre song and making our own version of that. Like, we took Imagine and then listened to Imagine, John Lennon's Imagine, and other people have done their versions, and we did ours, and it's different than everybody's. So it's like we have our own, the way that we process things, the way that we put things out, and the way that we even hear things, now influenced by different types of music. And that comes across the music. We can do more now musically than we could when we were younger, because we were like heavy metal. Then we were like hard rock and metal. And that's pretty much where we stay. But now it's like we're rock, metal, blues. You know what I mean? You may even hear a little bit of jazz in there, here and there. Like, there's other things mixed in there, which I think makes us much more overall a holistic sound that it's us. Like, it's our own chemistry, and I think that honestly no other band would be able to duplicate what we're doing, because it's our sound based on our influences and what we bring to the table in all of our individual creative writing processes. But I'm so pumped to be back with these guys. Like, I've missed this so much. These guys are amazing musicians, but like, these guys have been my friends since I was like 12 years old or 11 years old. Like, literally, like, it's been that long. And everybody's, grown up and, has families and has careers and are doing their own thing. But here we are able to come back together again 30 years later and create this song that, again, I hope you guys like it. If you like it, man, download it, put it in your playlists, like, do whatever you want to with it. I mean, I'm just so excited that we have this out there. And eventually I hope we can get it on like SoundCloud or something like that and put it out and really kind of push it, because I do think that this is the tip of the iceberg. I think we can do a lot of things together. I don't know if we're going to be a band, if we even are a band, if we're just a project. I don't even know. It does it with so much is up in the air with restrictions and shit. I haven't even been able to get up there and actually get face to face with these guys and actually play together. But the goal is to probably get up there face to face with these guys when we can, see what is there, and then take it from there. But for now, we're all really enjoying doing this project and working with each other. We know each other well enough. We know each other for a long time. And the creative process, it was strange enough, it just flowed this time, and it was awesome. So without further ado, this is Project Broken, Blood in Your Eyes. Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Share the shit out of this. Put it places. I'm so proud of this, guys. You have no idea, and I'm super happy to share this with you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support ahead of time. Preempt that. Thank you guys so much for the support. And here we go. I'm Bios3, and I approve this message. Blood in Your Eyes. Here we go.
It's time for you to face the truth. You've been outrun, take a seat, say hello and meet defeat. Now take it in and don't let it out. There's blood in your eyes, your real disguise. You can't save yourself forever. You can't take your pride and hide. There's blood in your eyes. How you thought you out of luck? I'm the one who wrote this book. Now it's time to pay your respects. My control, I own your soul. Victory is all I know. Submit yourself to my twisted game. Now take it in and don't let it out. There's blood in your